Good morning, everyone. Today, I would like to share with you one of my favorite lessons, exercises that I learned probably over 30 years ago, and I've never forgotten it. So the first thing we're going to do is just get comfortable on the floor and bring our feet to standing. And take a moment to just notice what you feel like on the floor. Notice how your feet are on the floor, where the weight is on your feet. And particularly notice your pelvis, because that's what we're going to be working with today is the pelvis. Noticing, does one side feel different than the other? And on mine, it feels quite different from one side to the other. Notice how relaxed it feels. Does one side feel more relaxed than the other? Or maybe it just feels the same on both sides for you. So paying attention to what that feels like, coming up the spine, noticing the space between your spine and the floor at your low back. Noticing where the spine touches the floor and where there's space. And coming on up through the neck and noticing how the back of the head lies on the floor. And Peanut's going to insist on helping us out today. So we'll see how long he stays and if this works or not. He's a little uneasy because today is lawn service day. All of our neighbors have their lawn service and the blower is going crazy. So this is a good opportunity to practice what I call being in the eye of the storm. So we have things going on around us. Now the dog's barking. So Peanut's looking for his eye of the storm. He's having a little bit difficulty finding it. I'm sure most of you have experienced a hurricane coming over you, and then all of a sudden the wind stops, things quit blowing around, and the sun comes out and everything is calm and peaceful. So I like to try to remember that feeling, and when it seems like things are somewhat crazy around us, that we can be the eye of the storm. So that's something that Peanut and I can, and we can all practice this morning, is being the eye in the eye of the storm. So coming back to noticing how we are on the floor. Noticing how our head feels on the floor. Does your head want to tilt to one side or the other? And noticing what our breathing feels like. So we're going to imagine that this pelvic area is like a shallow bowl. And we're going to fill that bowl with water almost to the top. So we don't want to spill that water. And we want to move gently and carefully, but in a relaxed way. We don't want to be tense about it. And what we want to do is imagine that we're tilting the bowl just a little bit in the direction of our toes, so that that water comes right up to the edge of the lip on that side of the bowl, the side towards our toes. So just ever so gently rock your pelvis towards your toes. And come back to center. Making sure you're breathing. And again, just quietly, effortlessly, gently, softly. Just imagining that water coming up to that lip of the bowl. And back to center. And now we're going to imagine that we want to bring the water to the lip of the bowl in the direction of our nose. So the opposite direction. So very gently, very softly, just bringing the water to the edge. And just do that a few times. Not efforting, just noticing what that feels like in your pelvis and the way your pelvis contacts the floor. If you can notice, if you're familiar with what your sacrum looks like, it's curved on the back. So if you can imagine as you do this, there's a little rocking motion. If you now begin to go nose to toes, it's like a little gentle massage on your sacrum. Gently rocking, softly rocking from nose to toes. And if you really relax with this, this can be just a really yummy, wonderful feeling. And really has the ability to change the way you feel in your low back and in your hips. So let's pause in the center. And now we're going to do the right side. So we're going to visualize that bowl again with that water that's close to the top, but we're going to bring the water on the right side a little bit closer to the edge, to the lip of the bowl. And back to center. Very gently bringing that water in that bowl to the right side of the edge of the bowl, not spilling over, just coming right up to it and coming back to center. And as you do this, let the legs be relaxed. So you might notice a little movement in the legs as you do this, and that's just fine. Once again, noticing our breathing. Back to center, and let's do this on the left side, same thing. Just gently and softly rocking to the left side and back to center. Just gently, easily bringing that water to the edge of the bowl and back to center. And again. And let's put that together with the right side, and let's rock to the right, and let's rock to the left. Now it's very easy to get carried away with this, and we could easily start to really rock. And of course, what would happen with that bowl? We would dump that water completely out. Okay, so we're sloshing the water and we're making a big mess. Not that there's anything wrong with that movement, but for this exercise today, what we're doing is a much more subtle, easy movement. So we want to come back to the softness and the easiness of the water in the bowl, just coming to the lip, to the right, and to the left. In your own time, just rocking easily. And noticing what that feels like on your sacrum, like a little massage on your sacrum at the back of your hips. Nice little, the floor is giving us a massage. And pause. So now what we're going to do is we're going to put all of those together. And what we're going to do is make a circle. So with our bowl, we're going to imagine that we're going to bring the water to the edge of the bowl that's towards our toes. And then we're going to see if we can allow that water to come right up to the lip and go all the way around the edge of the bowl. All the way around. So let's try. Let's bring the water to the lip that's towards our toes. And let's move to the right and see how smoothly and comfortably and easily we can allow that water to come up to the lip of the bowl all the way around. Okay, now this, I've been doing this for many years. To me is this most yummy, wonderful, freeing, relaxing, soothing feeling. And talk about a massage now on the back of the hips, on that sacrum. It's a very nice massage. And let's come back around again one more time. And this time let's pause when we have the water towards the toes, okay? So our pelvis is rocked forward. The water's at the lip that's towards the toes. And now let's reverse. So now we're going to go to the left. And we're going to bring that water to the lip of the bowl all the way around. And let's just try to get a little bit lost in this feeling. Let's see how relaxing and comforting and soothing we can allow this to feel. Let go of all efforting and not worry if you're doing it perfectly correct or not. Just enjoying it. Just allowing yourself to enjoy. And if there's one direction you like better than the other, then go the direction that you like. Just reverse. I like to just go back and forth. Do it one way for a while, do it the other way for a while. The thing we want to think about is how small can we do this? Now I'm doing it a little bigger than I would normally do it for you to be able to see it. I could do it even bigger, right? But the idea is we're wanting this to be a very subtle, small movement. Very easy, very soft, very small, and also very slow. So let's see if we could slow it down just a little bit. And see if you notice what's happening in your spine as you do this. Do you notice movement in your spine? Do you notice movement in your neck? Do you notice maybe your chin is bobbing up and down a little bit? The more relaxed you are, the more you will feel the movement coming all the way up your spine. So we actually are getting a little massage on our neck as we do this. We're introducing a little soft, easy movement in our neck. So you can play with that. You can play with faster, slower, bigger, smaller. Just remembering subtle, easy, soft, comfortable, and most of all, just really enjoy. I've been known to put myself to sleep doing this. Looks like Peanut has found his eye of the storm. Thanks, Peanut. I hope you all enjoyed this. I hope you're feeling relaxed, and I hope you have a wonderful day.